Hello Internet, Jazza here. You may have noticed that we're having an election really soon in the UK on the 7th of May, and I am voting Lib Dem. You may be thinking, we can't ever trust them, but here's a spoiler, you can't trust any of the politicians, because they will all break their promises. But I'm still gonna vote Lib Dem because I believe that they have good policies. Here's what I agree with the Lib Dems. I believe that the country should have balanced books, and the Lib Dems want to do this by raising some taxation and doing cuts where it's appropriate. Now, granted, we're not going to get a Lib Dem majority. We're actually going to get a huge drop in the number of Lib Dems this time around, probably, but Nick Clegg has promised that they will lend a brain to Labour and a heart to Conservatives, and that just makes me go, oh. Our country's politics needs reform, and the Lib Dems want to lower the voting age to 16. They want to have a House of Lords that is reformed and represents the people. They want a voting system that represents how the population actually votes. And they want to cap political donations at £10,000 per person. Now that's an awful lot of stuff to get done in the next 5 years, but well, the more power to them. The voting system that they want is the single transferable vote. If you don't know what that is and you need it explained to you using cute animals, then check out this video by CGP Grey. He's done these really, really well, and I'm linking to them in every single one of these videos that I make. Housing is a huge issue, especially for the young, right? We are part of Generation Rent, and the Lib Dems have got an interesting policy where they want those who are renting properties to be able to put their rent towards actually owning it in the future, and they want to introduce a few thousand of these a year. This sounds like a really interesting and cool policy that I can get behind, because frankly, housing like gone to shit in this country, let's be fair. They also want to build 10 new garden cities, which are towns that are going to just expand just so they can hold more people, and they want to build 300,000 homes a year. All of these seem to be going towards helping to solve the housing crisis, because the housing crisis needs to be solved. The Lib Dems are shouting about mental health, pledging billions to improve the service in this country, and especially focusing on women after they've had children and young people who are those at most risk of having mental health issues. This is a good thing. On education, they're spot on. They want to guarantee qualified teachers, have a core curriculum for all schools, and sex education across all state schools. This should just be a given, right? Remember what I said about UKIP, about agreeing about having a referendum but me wanting to stay in? Well, the Lib Dems are on my side 100%. They want to have a referendum when there is a change in power between the UK and the EU, and they want to campaign to stay in. And I think this is exactly what we want. The UK should have the same say as Scotland did last year. We should be deciding with our feet, with our vote, whether we should be part of the EU. Are we campaigning for in? I'm curious, are you going to be campaigning for in or out? Let me know. There are legitimate reasons to vote for every single party. It is your job to look past the media rhetoric and educate yourself. Find links to resources in the comments below, and if you've got a spare 10 minutes, why not play Reverso? It'll give you a percentage match to all of the parties based on your views on policy areas. None of the jargon, it's nice and simple. Also find that in the links below. Why not play it and see if you too should be giving the Lib Dems a second chance? I have been Rhyming with Oranges. I am voting Lib Dem on the 7th of May. Who are you voting for? Let's hash it out in the comments. Toodaloo! Are you seeing a pattern in these videos yet? Tune in again at 5 PM GMT tomorrow and find out who else I might be voting for in the next election. Have you cottoned on to what's happening yet? Subscribe so you get that video in your inbox. Like this video so it gets shared around. Bye.